Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. I thought I would get out and about a bit today, and it's such a glorious day, it was a shame not to really. So I'm out here at a place called, well it's around Bradfield area, around the Sheffield area. It's on the kind of west side of Sheffield if you like, and it's absolutely glorious. It's a glorious day and it's a glorious place as well. I thought I'd come out on the old bike, so we've got the bike down here and I've got a Lapierre E-Bike, which I absolutely love. It's absolutely fantastic. Really love the bike, and it's got a Bosch motor to it, and yeah, it's nice and powerful when you need it. But obviously, like most e-bikes, you can turn it down as well if you don't particularly want that kind of amount of power. If you want to get a little bit fitter, like I need to, really. So let's just show you around here for a moment. It's absolutely gorgeous, it really is, and you get such a fantastic view. Sheffield's, they say, is built on 7 hills, and I think there's a few more than that, to be fair. But yeah, it's quite a hilly area, as you can see, and this is going up the Loxley Valley, and it stretches right up to Bradfield, a place called Dam Flask. So yeah. It's really fantastic, some fantastic views around here. I'm aiming to get over the other side at some point, but that may not be today. I've brought my drone with me as well. I may get the drone out, I may not, I don't know, it depends, but we'll see. Anyway, we will see on the other side. So this place down at the bottom there, this big reservoir you can see, is a reservoir called Dam Flask, and again it's just in the lower Bradfield Valley, and I mean the sun's shining on the dam brilliantly, isn't it there? Fantastic, and you can see the dam wall there on the left, and it's very popular with fishermen or women, and also I think they do some sailing on there as well, to be honest. So yeah, it's a really popular place. You can see as I said, the dam wall there. There's lots of cars parked on there at the moment. There's your problem. Now, one of the reasons I'm out here particularly today is I've been wanting to get fitter for a while. I bought my e-bike last year. I've not been on it a lot over the winter, and I've put a little bit of weight on, and I want to get a little bit fitter. But I also want to start a new YouTube channel covering photography and vlogging, and going around to various different local places to start with, at least, and seeing what we can find, taking some photographs. As I said, doing some vlogging about it, either walking or out on my bike. And we've got another car behind, so I'm just going to let him pass because it's on a Saturday this, and it's quite busy around here, to be honest. So yeah, I've picked the wrong day for doing this, to be fair. But there you go. It's you know how it is. But yeah, so I'd like you guys to come along with me, and let's go on this journey together. Really, I'm not a particular. You know, I'm not a professional photographer or anything like that. I've done it all my life on and off, and I do like photography and videography, but never really got into it too deeply. And vlogging particularly, I've never done at all before. So I'm hoping you guys are liking what you're seeing, and just some more people with a dog down here. We're just coming down into Bradfield now. And Bradfield split into two halves really. There's Lower Bradfield and Upper Bradfield, and we're coming down into Low Bradfield just down here. Now, I've not really had a chance to get the drone up to be honest, every time I've been down some tiny little lanes, as you've probably seen on some of the video, and every time I get on one, a car comes up. So it's pretty impossible to actually get something like that done down here, at least anyway. Once we get up the tops a little bit more, we may have a bit more chance there, but it is a little bit windy as well, and I've brought my Neo, which is the lightest of drones, and it gets blown in all sorts of wind, so I may just leave it for today, I don't know, but we'll see how we go. So this is Low Bradfield, just down here. As you can see, there's a bit of a bowling green there, and we have a cricket pitch just up there. And Upper Bradfield is kind of just up the hill, just up past those houses through the trees. A nice little park here. It's quite busy, as I said. It's a Saturday afternoon, and it's getting quite busy, to be honest. Plenty of parked cars knocking about as well. But we do our best. Now, just to show you one of the many hills around here that you can cycle up. Now, you're probably not getting an idea of how steep this hill is, but it is quite a steep hill. When I used to ride a bike, well, what they call an analogue bike, I suppose nowadays, never made it up this hill, I have to say. Never ever made it up this hill. But on an e-bike, it obviously makes things a lot easier. And I'm just sort of breathing at a nice pace at the moment, but it's quite steep, and it doesn't stop there either. It carries on to the right as well. You can go left at the top of the T-junction, but you go right and it still carries on up the hill, and it heads out to a place called Strines eventually, and a little bit further on the road you get towards the Ladybower reservoirs, which I will cover at some point. I just thought I'd stop and show you this little bit. I've now got to the top of that hill, and I'll just spin it around before these two cars come. As I said, it's cars galore today, but you can see the view there, and that's I can't remember what they call that down up there. I seem to remember it's Agden, can't remember, but yeah, fantastic view. And obviously you've got Low Bradfield in the bottom. Just as an aside, it is a lovely place around here. It's on the edge of the Peak District, or parts of it are in the Peak District, and yeah, it's fantastic, but it gets bloody busy at a weekend. That's the only issue with it, and especially with cars as well. But hey ho. Just a nice bit of downhill on that bit. I like picking a bit of speed up on the downhills where I can. Getting a bit too old for it nowadays, but yeah, I still get the urge to do it. You can't beat it, picking that bit of speed up. So yeah, enjoy these little downhills, although it's a little bit undulating just where we are at the moment. But yeah, absolutely love getting out here, guys. It's really, really great. I just thought we'd have a little test of the old drone, guys. I don't know, it's really my first time flying it, to be honest. So let's see how it goes. Let's do a little
rocket. Spotlight.
Go after the circle.
Track. Medium. Direction track. 3. Follow. Droney. Circle.
Circle's the one I'm wanting. Let's give this a go. See what happens with it.
Rocks. Direction track.
Ah,
Follow.
I've just missed it.
Circle.
There we go. Let's see how this
2
goes.
meters. Circle. 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, you see the wind's blowing it a little bit, but yeah, it's starting to circle round. Always a little bit nervy when you're first trying it, but yeah, seems to be performing really good. That's fantastic. See if it comes back to me now. Yep. Just about. So that worked all right. Only at 2 meters.
Rocket.
I'm not going to do the rocket
Spotlight.
because I don't want it to go too high today.
Direction track. Follow. Droney. Circle. Rocket. Spotlight.
So let's do the spotlight. Right, okay, so let's give this one a go then. So this is spotlight. This should centre me
Direction track.
by all. Oh, no, I don't want that.
Follow.
I'm not used to
Droney.
pressing these buttons yet.
Circle. Rocket. Spotlight. Spotlight. 3. Unable to take off. Aircraft in motion.
It's probably because I was moving my hand.
Spotlight. 3, 2, 1.
So that should technically stay where I've put it while I walk around. So let's just see if that does actually do that. Yeah, it's definitely circling around me. So that's actually working pretty good. Again, the wind's definitely blowing it around. But yeah, seems to be working fine. I'm pretty pleased with that. That's actually all right. I'm hoping the other camera's picking it up. It looks at a bit of an angle, but it's just because I've left it on my bike just for today. See if it's come down. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. So let's do a droney then. We'll do it straight up there, I think.
Direction track. Follow. Droney. 4 meters. Droney. 3, 2, 1.
Hopefully this should get a good view of the surrounding area, although it's not going that high, is it? I need to change the settings of that in the software, so it's not gone that high really, but just for a first try. I'm not going to faff about with it today, and it looks like it's just going to hover there. Now, a lot of people say hold your hand out, but from what I've read in the instructions for these, it basically is just stand still. You know, it won't come to your hand, you have to actually go to it. So, and there we go, it's landed. So it is following. Yeah, it is following around, which is good. It's a top little drone, isn't it, really? I'm well impressed with it. I'll do another video with the features a little bit more in depth, but just for today, like I say, it's just the first trial. But yeah, it's really, really good. Really impressed with it. For such a tiny little thing, it is really quite impressive. Really quite impressive. Excellent. Now the wind might be a bit strong on this shot because we're going pretty fast at the moment, and we're likely to go even faster down this hill. I love this hill. Myself and my wife's got a tandem, and we actually reached 44 miles an hour down this hill. You get a fair old pace up. Oh, I enjoyed that. Absolutely brilliant. Wonderful. Live life, guys. Live life. Yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier on about things, why I wanted to start doing this, but yeah, but my weight's fluctuated all the time. It really has. It's sometimes it's been up, sometimes it's been down, and I have a bit of a problem trying to keep it at a nice, healthy weight. I need to regularly exercise. You know, I have spurts of it, and I need to try and keep up with that regularly. But another thing of mine, another trait of mine, if you like, is my liking for biscuits and cream cakes. I have to say, I really love my biscuits and cream cakes, and yeah, it's something that I need to really cut down and get more exercise. But yeah, my photography, by the way, as I said earlier, I've been doing it on and off most of my life, but never really delved too deeply into it. It's something I really enjoy doing, and videography, but just never really fully understood all of what's involved in it. So if anybody out there, if anybody's watching the video and you're more professional than I am, please like the video, obviously, and drop a comment as to areas I can improve various things that you may have noticed. So we're just in a little place called Dungworth here, which is a little town on the, apologies for that, that's our camera's going off at home. Yeah, it's a little place just on the outskirts of Sheffield. If you haven't guessed up to now, I actually live in Sheffield. I'm not too far from where I'm cycling today, to be honest. We're right on the edge of the Peak District, and yeah, you can't beat the city of Sheffield as a whole. It's one of the greenest cities in the country, if not the greenest. Many parks, many trees, and as I said before, many hills as well. But it is a great city. I have reservations about what the councils have done over the years to the city centre. In my opinion, and it is just my opinion, it's not as good as it used to be. It's a concrete jungle like many towns and cities are now, but it used to be even greener. There's a little garden in the middle of the city called the Peace Gardens, which used to be all grass and flowers, and it looked great. Now it's just concrete. It just doesn't look the same. Oops, I've just realised I'm going the wrong way. Quick over my shoulder. Let's get round this way. That's better. That's with talking. So yeah, but anyway, I'm going off at a tangent there. So I do really want to get into the photography more. A bit awkward carrying the camera around on the bike. I have got a little backpack on the bike, a little rack bag, as it were. But if I'm taking the drone out as well, it's just a little bit awkward to get everything in, unless I get a rucksack on my bike, which on the bike I don't tend to like rucksacks, if I'm honest. Get a bit hot and sweaty, and it makes your back even worse, doesn't it, when you've got a rucksack stopping it from getting to the air a little bit. So just a quick shot of while we're here. This is a view of where we've been, basically. So that very far hill that you can see, Bradfield, is just down there, kind of in line with the road. and then it comes around to there where we've been, and that woods which is on top of that hill there, that's the very first woods that we went through. So yeah, been a fair old distance up to now. Yeah, so while we're here guys, I just thought I'd try a little bit of the direction track on this this drone once I get my stand up. The amount of times I get on my bike and don't put my stand up, so let's see how this goes. Hoping it doesn't crash into the wall, but it seems as though it's alright at the moment. Let's just start off slow, let's give it a chance to catch up, which it's not doing at the moment. It's totally lost me. And I think this is the problem with this, from what I've read. It's let me just start it off again because it's not working right. Is that? I think it's because I didn't get moving straight away. I think from what I recall, you've got to actually get moving straight away for this to work. So let's have another go.
Medium. Direction track. 3, 2, 1.
Because that's how you actually stop it, by actually standing still. Are you coming? Come on, let's have you. There we go, it's coming. That's fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. I have to say, really, really awesome piece of technology. I'm just hoping it's not going to crash into this wall, which is one problem. It's not set too high, that's the issue, so I think I'm just going to stop it there. Ooh, that was a bit close. And let's just stand still for a bit. It's not in the best of places here to try this, but yeah, the wall was just getting a little bit high. And somebody else had this problem actually, that they can't actually get it back once they've done this. It seems to want to stay where it is. It's not going to come, is it? Is it still going to follow me? No, it's not. Got it. And that's the only problem with this, I think, is that it won't sometimes come back, which is a little bit concerning. So a bit more practice on that one. I think possibly I held my hand up too high. I think possibly you need to start your hand a little bit lower down. I started it quite high up, so anyway, I've just realised you guys can't see me really, can you? Hello, I'm still here. Well, in fact, actually, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Oh no, it is, it's the right way. I've just realised I'm having a senior moment, guys, senior moment. Anyway, that's that for now. So guys, I'm going to call it a day at that. Time's running a little bit late and I need to get back home. So I'm just down here at the beautiful Rivelin Dams now, and they look absolutely great, especially in the sunlight. If I can get my camera back up, just so I know where I'm actually pointing it. There we go. And yeah, this is, like I say, it's Rivelin Dams or reservoirs. And these also feed parts of Sheffield as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and it's been a fantastic trip out. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping that everything comes across okay for you. I will obviously have a look in post and make sure everything's as good as I can do it, but just a car coming, I'll move my arm out of the way. So yeah, let's do some more and we'll catch you on the next one. So thanks again. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos, and give the video a big thumbs up, and we'll see you later. So bye for now.